What is going on, guys? Unexpectedly, on Wednesday, March 18th, Apple just dropped the release candidate, or the RC, for iOS 26.4. And you can see as soon as it finished installing here, we have that new liquid glass welcome screen that we've seen in the past. And it's time to actually discuss what's going on here with the RC. Obviously, as the RC is typically the last beta before public release, there is not going to be new features here, but just everything should be finalized, more performance, stability, and battery improvements. All that's here. Let's jump right into it. And as you can see, we are greeted once we slide through the hello screen, talking about stolen device protection that we knew would be activated right from Jump Street now, and it gives you a breakdown of what that is. As you can see here, it says this additional layer of security helps protect your data if your iPhone is stolen by someone who knows your passcode. You can configure this in settings. Accessing your saved passwords requires your Face ID. Changing sensitive settings like your Apple account password is protected by a security delay. And familiar locations such as home or work do not require a security delay. Once you say continue, this should actually now lead us right into the home screen, back to the welcome, and get started. Now, I want to actually do a quick heat check because I was talking recently about these updates and how warm they've been getting, but I'm happy to say this one actually stayed and felt significantly cooler than some of the other recent betas. And as you can see, we're not hitting triple digits at all here, hovering more around 90 to 94 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is definitely good to see, especially while the phone continues to re-index. While that does that, let's actually jump into settings, general, and about. And iOS 26.4 has a new final build number of 23E244. This should be the final build that goes public in the next week or week and a half or so. And this also does have new hardware support for the new AirPods Max 2. That will be dropping in a couple of weeks. So we knew this was coming. Now it will go public after this RC. There could be a second RC, just really depending on exactly what bugs are found or if this seems or is deemed good to continue. As you can see here, the modem firmware is 1.55.04. And jumping into iPhone storage just to kind of see exactly what we're looking at with this RC build. Okay, the system data luckily seems to have come down quite a bit. We're back under 20 gigs at 18.13. And then obviously for iOS as a whole here, Apple Intelligence is still over 10 gigs. iOS is at 14.23 for a total size of 24.4 gigs. Not too crazy. This is about what we've seen recently. I am really happy to see the system data, since it's all cache data, has actually went down a little bit. With iOS 26.4, we did get some new changes, new emojis and all that, so I will jump through some of those here really quick, starting with the biggest one, which is Playlist Playground. Throughout all the betas here, they have gotten significantly quicker for generating playlists, so let's go ahead and say, create an up-tempo workout playlist. And when we go ahead and hit this, it'll generate about 25 songs. I've seen between 25 and 30 songs, all with the type of music you want in really only a couple seconds. And as you can see here, it is done already. It gave us 25 songs for an hour and 36 minutes. You can continue and save this if you want. I'm going to close it, but I'm glad to see yet again the speed of this has improved quite a bit. If you are a fan of podcasts, the podcast app did get an update as well, and this time we do have a new splash screen letting you know that video podcasts are now here. It says get video episodes from shows you follow and discover, watch or listen, seamlessly switch between audio and video right in the player, and download videos to watch offline for offline viewing. Very nice here as well. And then what I know a lot of people are going to wonder, since we had a ton of issues with the keyboard in the past, is just how voice dictation, predictive text, and all that is going to be. Well, let's go ahead and use our tried and true note here, and let's start with voice text. What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. iOS 26.4 RC is out. I hope you all have a great day. And you can see right there just how quick and accurate it was. And then, spoiler alert, we'll talk about these new emojis in a second, but that is what we got from that. Now let's actually do a little bit of texting. Hey, what's going on? Wednesday. And you can see that actually worked pretty good also. One thing I was actually having issues with on beta 4 was the predictive text line, but it's showing right now and it seems to be working good. The weather is nice here today. So that's actually working pretty well. It's making sense, which is good to see. And now, like I said, what I want to do is go into a text I sent to show you what these new emojis are on a little bigger scale. So you can see we actually have an orca now, a treasure chest, ballet dancer, distorted face, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to love, fight cloud, trombone, landslide, and hairy creature or Sasquatch, whichever you want to call it. These are the new emojis that are currently present in iOS 26.4. We know by 27.4 we'll get more. They've already been announced. It's just going to be how Apple implements it that will really make the difference there. Also, we did get a change to liquid glass, so to speak, in accessibility options here. Finally, now, if you are not a fan of that big glowing animation, there is a way to now reduce brightness effects. By scrolling down on here, you can see you can turn that off if you'd like. If you are a fan of it, you can leave it on. What this basically does is in apps where you get that liquid glass effect, where it would kind of really use HDR, it would seem, it tones all of that down as well. When you were sending messages, it would kind of pop blue for iMessage or green in a more HDR vibe. That is what this does right here. It reduces that, exactly what it says, brightness effects. There were also some changes to Freeform. I was hoping to see a new pop-up, but it's not there. There's a new contact hub and integration with OpenAI's imaging model for generating AI images directly in the app as well. That's some of the other changes here. And then what a lot of people are obviously going to want to know is the RCS end-to-end encryption. That unfortunately is not here currently. It will be coming in a future update, even though in early betas it was available. I would assume it'll probably come in 26.5 or iOS 27. And then also, when you can expect this for the general public, well, the beauty is, since this actually did come out a little after a week of beta 4, I'm assuming now this might go live on the 23rd, which is next Monday, possibly the 24th. The only caveat to that is if people find issues with this build and we do get a second RC or an updated build number, that might push this release to the 30th. I think Apple now has a little wiggle room before the new AirPods Max comes out, which does require this software to use. But aside from that, guys, let me know in the comments down below. How are you liking 26.4? We know the performance has been pretty steady. I'm not going to go through our typical apps running around. I've been happy with it since beta 4, so let me know down below. What's your thoughts? How are you liking it? And how ready are we for 26.5 and hopefully finally seeing the Gemini-powered Siri? Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.